The following audio, video, and video game footage were all recorded under the influence of alcohol. Don't do that.
Seriously, if you aren't old enough to drink, then don't even. If you are, and you probably shouldn't. Love Going Mom 047. Oh, shit, I've been drinking. Oh, hello. Oh. I'm just cruising Virtual Console here, and I'm slim pickings here sometimes, trying to find a good game. Wow, that's an awful looking title screen. Looks like an 8-bit. It looks like an 8-bit ransom note or something. It's weak. What's this? Ufouria? Sounds like it sounds like a spaceship with a bowel problem or something. Oh, it's Ufouria. I still like Ufouria better, but whatever. What does Ufouria even mean? To the internets! Okay, it says that the original Japanese title is Hebereke. Well, what does that mean? Untrustworthy and drunk? Sounds like my kind of game. Let's get Hebereke. Also known as drunk. Wow, that title screen is really bad though. Guess you can't judge a game by its title screen, though. Wait, I thought this was supposed to be a Japanese import. That's what it said on the Virtual Console, right? So why is it in English? Huh, so it was released in Australia and the Europe. It was already in English and basically localized, so why not bring it to the US? Seems like a no-brainer to me. Mad dummy. Well, it was released at the end of the NES days, so I guess that makes sense, but mad dummy. Screenshots make it look like a cute Japanese platformer, so it's kind of the game I want to play. It's the kind of game I want to play. I want to play it. I've been drinking. Dang, that's some tense music. This guy looks a little bit like Alien Hominid, don't you think? Wait, he looked totally different from the Japanese screenshots that I saw on the internets. So they changed him for the Australian and European release? What's the point of that? He looked better as a penguin anyway. They also changed one of the main characters to this Charmander looking thing, which isn't that bad, but the original was like a person in a cat suit. A friggin' cat suit! How cool is that? Why would you change that? Why? Why? You tell me. I don't know. Dang, I hope they didn't mess up too much else in this game. Well, the story's already a little bit different too, but we're talking about the Virtual Console release, so let's stick to that. Basically, your friends are goofing off at the end of a crater, because that's fun, right? Whoa. Drinking. So you fall down, go boom, and all your friends are scattered about the place, and you gotta find them. You gotta fight them to, like, remind them that they can do stuff, and, like, that they're who they are, because they have amnesia, because that's so original, and you gotta find them and do that. That's the other storyline, not the Japanese one, but you gotta find them and fight them. This game is like some kind of drunk simulator or something. It's hard to play drunk. The controls are a bit slippy, and sometimes you have to make really precise jumps over perilous obstacles. Not a good match. I don't mean making the precision jumps over perilous obstacles. I'm talking about drinking and playing this game. It's ridiculous. So from what I can gather, it's in the Metroidvania vein, but it's obviously far less serious, which is actually a welcome change of scenery for me. To sum it up, Ufouria is to Metroidvania games as Q-em-ups are to shoot-em-ups. Or something like that. It's a weird and wacky world, from the four heroes' character design to the enemies and other inhabitants. The characters totally stand out.
Look at their vacant expressions. It's hilarious.
For the most part, the scenery is playful to go along with the cutesy style thing. But some of the backgrounds are a little drab and somewhat reminiscent of Blaster Master, another game by Sunsoft. Some of the characters are really demented. This one creeps me out. This one makes me kind of uncomfortable and guilty for beating him up. This one... Wait, am I doing this right? Is he like smiling to taunt me or something? This one's a masochist.
To go along with the contrast of the vivacious character design and the occasionally gloomy scenery, the music is equally yin-yangy.
Yeah, I just made up a word, yin-yangy, music. What I mean is, it's bizarrely paired. It kind of has this fun adventure Blaster Master kind of sound to it, but at the same time, it's got this like sense of foreboding. Listen to the bass line. It's almost off key and it sounds like it's doing its own thing, like under the melody. A very odd combination, but it fits this game to a T. It's wacky, but the world it's based on can be somewhat off-putting. Let's dub this new style of music whack off pudding. But it's memorable and well composed and memorable, like the password/ending music. This password screen might look daunting, but it's nowhere near as bad as River City Ransom. That puts Metroid and Kid Icarus to shame. Hard.
So like I was saying, it's a Metroid style game, which means that you'll be doing a variety of platforming, both vertical and horizontal, on a pretty large map. Not quite as big as Metroid, but big.
As in Metroid and Symphony of the Night, you can pretty much go wherever you want, as long as you got the abilities to do it. Ufouria handles this aspect real nice, but not so nice in others ways. For example, in the beginning of the game, if you happens to go in the wrong direction, it'll be like, point at you with an arrow, go the other way. So that's nice. However, as you progress, you don't receive the same kind of help. You don't. As a matter of fact, sometimes they almost purposely funnel you down the wrong path. So expect some backtracking, a staple of the genre, really. Also, if you die, you're going all the way back to the beginning of the game. This usually sucks big time, but if you know where you're going, sometimes it's faster to just die than go all the way back, because you get to keep all your items anyway. Progression is usually based on acquiring new abilities. Since each character has their own abilities, there's a lot of teamwork. In addition to having their own unique abilities, each character has their own attributes and feel to them that's similar to Super Mario Bros. 2. The main character, Bob Louie, bleh. They could have come up with a better name with that than that. It would have been, Hebereke would have been okay, but they up. They done goofed. Anyway, he's your fastest character, and he's sort of like Toad in Super Mario Bros. 2. And your buddy Shades? Okay, now that's actually an appropriate name, because he's got shades. Check out this out. Shades is like the princess because he floats about. Floaty. Unlike Super Mario Bros. 2, you can switch characters at any time, which is a necessity at times. Switching between characters doesn't always work as well as it should though. This game mechanic works pretty well overall, and each character gets their chance to shine, so you don't end up using the same character throughout the game. It's very unique. Before you get to use all your friends though, you gotta find them and help them remember who they are and what their abilities are by playing dodgeball or something with them. Anyway, once you beat them, they're gonna rejoin your party and then you can use them to progress to the other areas in the game. My favorite character is definitely Gil, the anglerfish. It's awesome. Peep him out. The most appropriately named in my opinion, and Gil's character movements, animations, are friggin' hilarious. Peep him out. It's crazy. Gil doesn't swim underwater. He walks underwater. It's a miracle. The controls take a bit of getting used to though, and it's hard to be precise. Oh, check out this out, dudes. It's totally batical. You like to make video game characters dance, right? Yeah, you do. Everyone does. So does this is. So do this. You can make your characters do this awesome dance by using their power-up moves. Attacks. Did I mention that I'm drunk? Anyway, there's a great deal of exploring to do in this somewhat short game that's not as expansive as Metroid, but it probably take you 5 to 10 hours depending on if you get lost or if you're drunk, like me. In seclusion, it was a great European and Australian game that should have came out here, and there's no good reason for it to not to have come out here as far as I can tell. Especially because it was already translated and pretty much ready to go with the English version, but which shouldn't have been changed with the characters. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have changed the storyline too. That's dumb. But the most egregious error came from one simple character animation. In the European / Australian version, they dropped 16-ton weights on you, which I thought was pretty funny and I was cool with until I found out that in the Japanese version, they drop poop on you. Why would you change that? Why? WTF, mates. Anyways, it's a cutesy Metroid-y style of game that's fun, and at only 600, I don't know why it's $600, but because considering it was localized and they shouldn't have done that, but basically just buy the game, buy it, and put it in your Wii. Put it. And speaking of Wii, I gotta take one. So watch my top 10 most drunk moments while I do that. And buy the game, buy it. Or check it out. Number 10. Wait, I thought this was a Japanese import. So why is it in English? Number 9. Huh, so it was released in Australia and Europe. I'm f***ing this up. Just like I expected. Number 8. Number 7. So I'm playing the game. It's so fun. No, totally not. Number 6. As in Metroid and Symphony of the Night. Number 5. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. Can I help you guys be more comfortable where you are?
We're good.
You're good.
Can I help you?
We're good.
Water?
I'm fine.
Beer? Capri Sun?
You know what would help is if you finished.
Yeah, that's Andrew. He's the prick that's on the podcast. He's such a Have you heard him on the podcast? He's a prick! The whole time he's talking shit to me. But I love him for it. Number 4. It actually made more sense to me in the Japanese one than it did in the one that had the English in it, because they done goofed it and they also f***ed it up. I can't remember what the f*** I was trying to say. Number 3. One simple character animation. That just happened. Number 2. WTF, mates. Is that a good Australian accent?
Yeah, that was it right.
WTF, mates.
That's better.
A
I didn't
lot.
even know the first one wasn't Australian.
Oh, no. WTF, mates.
That's good.
Thanks. WTF, mates.
That was very good.
WTF, mates.
That sounded like a retarded Australian.
Number 1. But not as big as Metroid.
Behind the scenes footage.
You mother trucker. I've been drinking.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, I stopped recording right when that happened. Damn.
That's okay, I got plenty of it. Oh, you Where?